Good day. I'm very happy to be with you, though only virtually, on Earth Overshoot Day. We know we get together on this day to remind everyone that we are wasting our planet at an alarming rate. And this is also a means to counter our unfortunately extraordinary ability to ignore warning signs, often until it's too late. Nowadays, however, signs of degradation of our planet are becoming very hard to ignore. This is especially the case for climate change. This is no longer something for scientists, activists, and policymakers to worry about. It's becoming part of the everyday set of problems that we all have to grapple with in the otherwise ordinary course of our life and activities. We are also increasingly aware that we are running out of time to stop it before it becomes irreversible and unmanageable. Certainly, Europeans are aware of this in very large numbers, and so are increasingly others in the world. However, the good news, because there is some good news, is that we have not yet run out of time. We can still stop global warming. We can mitigate climate change, we can adapt to what we cannot avoid, and we can enable future generations to reverse it. To do it, we need the help of science and technology. We have most of it, and we need to invest in more. We need massive investment in new infrastructure and low carbon production. We need to change our economy to make zero carbon an integral part of how any business is run, of how our energy is produced, of how people and goods move. We need to put nature at the heart of this transformation and have farmers and foresters join conservationists in protecting our environment, our biodiversity, and enhancing our carbon sink. But none of this will happen if we do not change our society and the pecking order of our priorities in life. We have started this change, and it has put us on the right path, but we still have a way to go to finish the job. Citizens' awareness of the dangers of climate change, but also of the opportunities to join transformation and prosperity, and citizens' mobilization have been fundamental to move the political and economic system and will continue to be essential. And to those who still doubt that we can do all this in the midst of an unprecedented health crisis and of the grave economic crisis that accompanies it, to those who say that we cannot afford to make those changes now, or we must first build back, the answer is that we cannot afford to build back without change. We do not have the resources to build back. We will borrow them from future generations. We cannot use these resources to rebuild something that will collapse around them. It would be like building a collapsed wooden house while all around fires are appearing. I would like to conclude by pointing out that this is not the first time that we borrow from future generations. For many of our countries, this is the origin of the massive debt that saddles them. However, the recovery plan that the von der Leyen Commission has put forward, which has been endorsed by our heads of state and government, and which will be hopefully finalized soon by Council and Parliament, makes a radical change to this practice. We borrow from future generations to build a better future for them, and we make this a condition for spending those borrowed resources. This is the sense of the green recovery and of the slogan, Build Back Better. And this is a serious answer to the youth movement's plea. You must act now, because when we will be in charge, it will be too late. Many of us will not see it, but let's pave the way to have one day an Earth Undershoot Day. Thank you for listening.